Okay, all right, so grade 9. This is a live for grade 9s. So any grade 9s that are here, welcome into the live. We are actually going to be doing a term 2 topic. All right, we are going to be doing a term 2 topic. So this is grade 9 mathematics, grade 9 term 2. Okay, I think let's set up our grade 9 learners. Let's set them up quite nicely and well. So I guess you guys can double tap on the screen. Let's get the live activity, at some other level. We've got 11 likes. It cannot be, guys. We need to get this we need to get this live onto the For You page. By getting it into the For You page, it will allow other people, other grade 8s and grade 9s, to actually come into the platform and actually get the opportunity to enjoy. I'm gonna call it a term 2 marathon. We're gonna see how far we can push this thing. All right. Yeah. So this is grade 9. Grade 9. Yes. And we're looking at grade 9 maths term 2. Right. So I'm just gonna leave that sticker there for a little while until at least we can have a lot more people actually come in. So guys, in term 2 you guys are gonna do algebraic expressions. This is not new to grade 9s, but because in grade 8 algebraic expressions were things that you did in the previous grade. So this is not new stuff, it's old stuff, but I'm sure there's aspects of it that are going to be new for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and revise some important things that we learned in grade 8 where algebraic expressions are concerned, so that as we move on we can be on the same page. This topic is so important in mathematics because it lays the foundation for so many things. Okay, missing this part of the maths means that you can put yourself in some serious real trouble. Okay, so all right, so like I said, must double tap on the screen so that we can get the let's get the live activity going, so that we can get this onto the For You page, so that more people can come in and be able to feast on this topic that you'll be covering in term 2 called algebraic expressions. Okay. Now, first thing that we need to know when it comes to algebraic expression is this word, the word term. Okay, please guys, this is under algebraic expressions. When we did number patterns, we also used this word. So when you did number patterns in term 1, you used this word. We are going into a new term, so even in life, in school, we talk about terms. Term 1, term 2, term 3, term 4, which is a full year of academic activity. Then also for algebraic expressions, we use this word term. Okay, so we need to understand what this word means. So term in algebra means the following. This is a combination of what? It's a combination of numbers. Now, term 1, you guys learned about numbers, whole numbers, natural numbers, real numbers, irrational numbers, and so forth. So terms are a combination of numbers and letters. I repeat, a term in algebra. So in algebra, not in number patterns or not in academic school year, but we are talking about term. A term in algebra is a combination of what? Of numbers and what? And letters. Involving multiplication. So it involves multiplication and what? And division. All right, that's what a term is in algebra. A term in algebra is a combination of numbers and letters. By letters we mean letters of the alphabet, guys. We're not talking about that Valentine's letter that you dropped for that significant person during the 14th of February. No, we are not talking about those letters. We are talking about the letters of the alphabet. So let me just be specific. We are talking here about letters of alphabet. And I'm sure you know there are 26 letters of the alphabet. So the combination of both your numbers and letters involving what? Multiplication. So the operations that are involved in a term are multiplication and division. Okay. Yeah. Combination. Term in algebra is a combination of numbers and letters involving multiplication and division. This is something you should have learned in grade 8. Terms are separated. Terms are separated by what? Fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks. Terms are separated by a what and a what sign. I want to see who knows their stuff. Terms are separated by blank what and what. What are they separated by? What separates terms, guys? Terms in an algebraic expression are separated by a what? From grade 8, what did we learn? Terms are separated by a... Okay, I see no one is really active here. By addition and subtraction sign. This is grade 9, guys. Yes, Sandra, thank you so much. Grade 9. Term 2, guys. Grade 9 algebraic expressions, we are looking at term 2. So terms are separated by an addition and a subtraction sign. Thank you, Sandra. I can see you are active there. Then this is very important. Whenever terms are placed inside a bracket, the entire expression is treated as what? You should know this from grade 8. Whenever terms are placed inside a bracket, the entire expression, everything, is treated as one term. Okay, so hopefully we all know that. It's not like it's new. Whenever terms are placed inside a bracket, the entire expression is treated as one term, one single term. Okay. Ribawana, what do you want to join? You can join, you are here, Moss. Alright, very important. So, example, I want to ask here, how many terms, let's do this activity fast. How many terms in this expression? I want you guys to tell me. Look at the following terms and tell me how many terms are in the expression. All right, I want you to tell me A plus B. How many terms are in this expression? I'm gonna write the answer of the number of terms they are in this blank space provided. A plus B, guys, how many terms are in this expression? A plus B. We say how many terms are there in this expression? Ribawana says 1, Sandla says 2, Sia says 1. Okay, right. Let's go back to the theory again. Okay, it seems like you guys didn't really grasp, okay, at least not everybody grasped the theory here. Let's just read it again. What did we say? We said a term in algebra is a combination of numbers and letters. By letters, we mean letters of the alphabet. They involve multiplication and division. Okay, I repeat, terms in algebra are a combination of numbers and letters involving multiplication and division. That's a term. Terms are separated by a addition and a subtraction sign. So in other words, when there's a plus or a minus in the mix of terms, then we say that those terms are separated by the plus and the minus sign. In the same vein, multiplication and division does not separate terms, it combines terms. If you have multiplication and division combine terms. Okay, then we said whenever terms are placed inside a bracket, the entire expression is treated as one term. Very important, guys. So these are things that, you know, when I, with that paragraph, it needs to make sense. And then when I come here and I ask you, how many terms in this expression? All right. Okay, how many terms are in this expression? So I'm just gonna zoom out a little bit because I saw Ribawana say, can I screenshot this thing? Okay, there's this thing. Okay, maybe it's a bit vague when you come from afar, but it is what it is, right? Under the circumstances. How many terms, guys, are in this expression? I ask again, A plus B. They are, all right, now I see the right answer coming out. People in one voice are saying there are two terms. Why? A is one term. There's a plus sign which separates B from A. B is another term. So there are two terms because the plus sign will separate the A and the B. So there are two terms. Let's move. How many terms are in this expression? How many terms are in this expression? Okay, Zianda, I see you. Ribawana, I see you as well. Sivio, I see you as well. See you for life. Let's say ho, welcome, welcome. I see you there. Okay, so yes, guys, once again, there's one plus sign separates 3x, plus sign separates 4. There are 3 terms. Let's move. I think we are going somewhere here. We are going somewhere very fast. 3x minus 2 times 7x squared. How many terms in this expression? How many terms, number 3, how many terms are in this expression? 3x minus 2 times, this is a multiplication sign, 7x squared. How many terms are in this expression? Okay, you can see Sia for life, Sandla, Ribawone, Siviwe, Zianda, Leseho, looks. The guys, beautiful. Aye, there are 2 terms. Okay, Sniper, you just joined the live. We just learned, this is just reviewing what we learned in grade 8, because grade 9, this live is for grade 9s for those who are joining in. A term, but a grade 11 and a grade 10 learner will not lose out anything from joining in this session and actually checking this out, because it's these very basics that grade 10s, 11s and 12s, they forget and they mess up in their respective grades even now. So we said a term in algebra, we are doing algebraic expressions. A term in algebra is a combination of numbers and letters. Okay? Yeah, if you're in grade 8, then basically this is not really for you, but it's for grade 9s, 10s, 11s, and 12. Involving multiplication and division. That's what a term is. Terms are separated by a addition and a subtraction sign, and then whenever terms are placed inside a bracket, the entire expression is treated as one term. Now I'm asking how many terms are in this expression. So we've established a plus b, there are 2 terms. X squared plus 3x plus 4, there are 3 terms. 3x minus 2 times 7x squared, there are 2 terms. So far so good, we are good. Number 4, 5x plus 3 over 7x squared. How many terms are in this expression? How many terms, guys? Be careful about this one. Be very careful. Very, very careful. I see your guys' answers, but I'm saying be very careful about this one. All right. Okay, guys, there is one term in this expression. One term. Not 3, not 2, not any other number, but one term. Okay, why is that the case? It's because division combines terms. Okay, multiplication and division have the tendency of combining terms. In this case, this fraction, whenever in actual fact we have a fraction is regarded as one term. A fraction is always regarded as one term, guys. One term always. NB, don't forget that. So all of those people that said 2 terms, 1 term, 3 terms, and so forth, take note, a fraction is regarded as one term. Whether in the numerator you have 7 or 12 terms, and in the denominator you have 5 or 8, at the end of the day, the entire fraction is regarded as one term. Okay? So, lesson for you, for those people that said 3, 4, 5. Hey guys, if you understand these basics, I'm telling you guys, you will kill maths. Maths will not. You won't have problems with maths. Like if you understand these fundamental basics, and in grade 8 you guys learned this already. So in my head, I'm already expecting the grade 9s to be already, like with the they should be with the content where that is concerned. So back to the notes. For those that want me to show the notes, it's just that, like I said, the light is not so great from where I'm standing, and also at the same time, you see, with the sort of device I have is not the best. If I had one of those devices that are amazing when it comes to visuals and camera, video, whatever, then we would be talking a different story. Okay. So yes, guys, very important, these things that I've written there at the top. Okay, let's go. Can you flip the phone, sir? What do you mean flip the phone? I can't flip the phone. Okay, there we are. Okay, don't know if that's a bit better, if anything. Okay, the next question again, how many terms are there in that expression? Okay, again, how many terms are there in number 5? How many terms in the expression? I see your guys' answers. I see your answers. And I can't help but be a bit hurt, because it means that as I wrote down the notes and I explained certain things, some of you weren't really paying attention. You know, it's almost as if we're doing something, but people are not really absorbing what it is that we are saying. Now I'm going to have to go back again to the notes. Repeat. A term in algebra is a combination of numbers and letters. By letters, we mean letters of the alphabet, involving multiplication and division. That is a term. Remember, term is singular, one. So a term in algebra is a combination of numbers and letters of the alphabet involving multiplication and division. Terms are separated by an addition and a subtraction sign. So addition and subtraction, plus and minus, will separate terms. Whenever terms are placed inside a bracket, the entire expression is treated as one term. Now I come to this question. How many terms are here? 5x plus 7. I look at the answers again. And like I said, initially when people wrote their answers, I'm like, guys, did you really listen to what I said? Okay, so how many terms here, guys? Bracket is there. Yes, inside the bracket there are 2 terms, but we regard this, because there's a bracket, we say there is 1 term. From the note, whenever terms are placed inside a bracket, the entire expression is treated as 1 term. Okay, 1 term. We also know that a fraction is also regarded as 1 term. Just like in number 4, we asked how many terms are in this expression. And even though you would want to say 2 or 3, but in actual fact, this is a fraction. So therefore, this is 1 term. Okay. And then let's do the last one, just for kicks. How many terms are in this expression? Let's see. Let's see if people actually can count terms in an expression. A minus 2b times c plus 3c over 2 plus 3a plus 6b in brackets. How many terms are there in this expression in its entirety? Ribawon, I see you. Sia for life, I see you. Siviwa, I see you. Diema, I see you. Lux, I see you. Rahoto, I see you. Kanya, I see you. Pearl, I see you. And then I come back to you and I ask how many terms are there in the expression. There are people that said 3, there are people that said 4. There's no other number. It seems like 3 and 4 are the prominent ones. Let's look at the terms. There is an A, so we say 1. There's a minus sign. A minus will separate. So that means we can count 1. Minus separates. There's 2b times c. This here is 1 term. So it's 2. 2b times c is 1 because it's combined by the multiplication sign. So it's 2. Then there's a plus. 3c over 2. We count 3. Then there's following a plus. Then there's a bracket, and we remember that brackets, what does a bracket do? It combines whatever, how many terms you have inside the bracket. This is also 1 term, so that is 4. So how many terms are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we are supposed to say 4 what? 4 terms. I enjoy mathematics too much. Do you, Inati? Okay, that's why I say maths is a game. I don't regard maths as something that is hard, that cannot be done. I regard it as a game. Hence, I'm saying too easy, too nice, too fun, if you ask me. All right, moving right along. There's this word. We need to know what this word means. The word polynomial. This is also something that you should have covered in grade 8. What is, or what does the word polynomial mean? Polynomial is an algebraic expression. Polynomial is an algebraic expression. Okay, what's happening there with the blurriness? I hate when this happens. Things just... Okay, sorry guys. A polynomial is an algebraic expression consisting of one or more terms. Polynomial is an algebraic expression consisting of one or more terms. Okay, for which the exponents, now this is also a term that we are very familiar with, for which the exponents are natural numbers. Now you're like, natural numbers, Haibo. Remember these terms. Exponents, we know what an exponent is, right? Hopefully we do. Are natural numbers. Our exponents need to be natural numbers in order for us to regard it as a polynomial. What is a natural number? A number that starts at 1. So natural numbers are all the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and so it goes. Numbers that start at 1 increase by 1 all the way to infinity. Those are natural numbers. So an example of a polynomial, if I can just refer to one, would be 3x to the power 4, for instance, plus 2x to the power 3 plus 2x minus 7. We regard this as a polynomial. An algebraic expression. This is an algebraic expression because it has letters and numbers consisting of one or more terms. How many terms do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4 terms, because the plus, minus will separate the terms. So it's an algebraic expression consisting of one or more terms, for which the exponents, let's see, here we have an exponent 4, we have an exponent 3, we have an exponent 1, and all of these exponents are natural numbers with a constant term, of course. Okay, so it's one or more terms for which the exponents are natural numbers. That's what a polynomial is. Now, for polynomials, we can group polynomials into the following types of polynomials. Okay, there is what we call a monomial. 2, there is what we call a binomial. 3, there is what we call a trinomial. And then of course we can talk of more things. All right, I'm just gonna say this quadrinomial, right? But I mean, we don't really like go that deep, but I mean, it's just something to note here. So a monomial, what is a monomial? A monomial is simply a polynomial that has what? Maybe I can ask you, a polynomial that has what? You tell me. I'm gonna leave it blank. You tell me. A binomial is a polynomial. Oh, there we go. User 6976749287995. That has one term. Good job. Yeah, you can see the people that are just getting the level 7s in their schools. They just like pop out of the blue and they just answer the right thing when nothing has been said this year about that particular thing. They have this long-term memory of things that they've done in the past, and they retain that memory for many years to come, and that's why they continue just getting level 7s, the 90% and above, 95, 100%, because those people, they are just serious about the maths and they make sure that they know what they need to know. So yes, a monomial is a polynomial that has one term. A binomial is a polynomial that has, you tell me, that has what? Yo, there we go. We've got someone answering there. Question is, are they correct? Do people agree? A binomial is a polynomial that has what? Okay, it seems like we agree. That has two terms. Okay, we are going very nicely. A trinomial is a polynomial that has what? I love this. Look at that. Look at these people. Man, I love people like this. Guys, if you look at the comment section and you look at the people that are commenting in the comment section, there's things you will learn. Okay, so someone is saying mono is a prefix in English, because you have English students here that just know their stuff. Mono is a prefix in English and it means one. So when we talk about a monomial, it means we have a polynomial that has one term. It comes from the word. Someone said bi in the comment section and said bi. It is also a prefix that means two. Hence we say that a binomial is a polynomial that has two terms. Tri is a prefix that means three. Hence we say a trinomial is a polynomial that has three terms. Can anyone guess what a quadrinomial is? Or a quadnomial? Let's say it's a quadnomial. Quad. I'm sure you guys have heard of quad. So some of you have done quadrilaterals, four-sided shapes in the past. So quad means four terms. So a quadrinomial is simply a polynomial that has four terms. Okay, I'm sure you guys are sweet. Polynomial that has four terms. Hopefully some of you learned something new today, because I'm sure if you did, then it's great. Can you guys give me an example of a monomial? Just in the comment section, maybe you can let me know. Just give me an example of a monomial. No, guys, a quadrinomial will be four terms only, not four or more. It's four terms on the dot. Okay, thank you. See you for life. I see you. You wrote. You said 2x. 12 said 3x. Okay. 12 said 2x. Okay. 3x alone is a monomial. 2x alone is a monomial. 12y alone is a monomial. 7 is a monomial. And so it goes. You guys are spot on. Thank you. Give me an example of a binomial. 9y is definitely a monomial. Can you give me an example of a binomial? Thank you, CV, where a plus 2b is an example of a binomial. Two terms there. A plus 2b, that's a binomial. X plus 2y, very true. X plus 2y, there are two terms there. 2x plus 4, beautiful. 2c plus a, beautiful. 12x minus 3x, be very careful about that one. Okay, inati 2c plus a, very sweet. Okay, Very nice. Okay, let's go to a trinomial. Give me an example of a trinomial. I'm going to work with you what you guys type in the comment section, and I'll populate my notes with those. Okay, so viewer says x minus 2y plus 3. That's a trinomial. 3 terms. Okay, 12 said 3 plus 3a plus a. Let's put a b there, plus ab, so that we can avoid having like terms, you know. Just so that we can avoid, okay, funky noises happening in my street. Then a quadrinomial, just an example of a quadrinomial that you can give me there. Okay, trying so hard to avoid like terms. Okay, quadrinomial. Yeah, let's try and avoid constant terms, same terms, because same terms can be added, and when they are added, they become one. So it's very important to just try and avoid like terms as much as possible. Let's say quadnomial. I'm sure someone is busy typing because it's 4 terms this time round. Okay, so, right. 4x plus 3xy minus 3a plus xp. Someone is really showing off with their car. Okay. Okay, let's look at the main parts of an algebraic expression. What are the main parts? The main parts of an algebraic expression. So, 1, we have what we know as a variable. A variable. What is a variable? It is the letter of the alphabet. Very important. The letter of the alphabet in the expression. That can vary in value. Okay. The letter of the alphabet in the expression that can vary. And the word vary means it can change. It can be different. Right? You know. So it's the letter of the alphabet. That's a variable. It stands in the place of an unknown number. It stands in the place of an unknown number. That's what a variable is. Okay, that's one of the components of a algebraic expression. It is a letter of the alphabet in the particular expression that can vary in value, meaning, in other words, it can be different values depending on the value that is attached to that variable. So it can be, maybe it can be 7, it could be 8, it could be 9. Okay, so that is what a variable is. It is a letter of the alphabet in the expression that can vary in value. So in other words, to even explain it further, it stands in the place of an unknown number. Okay, so we use a letter of the alphabet to represent the variable. Very important. And I'm sure you guys know that the most famous variable in maths, the most famous variable. What is the most famous variable in maths, guys? I'm sure by now you've seen that, hey, that variable, they love using it. Grade 10s, 11s, and 12s will know that this one is famous. You know, If X was a celebrity, it would be Beyonce, all right, or Jay-Z. Okay, it is the most famous variable in the world. If we were to check out the net worth of this variable, I'm sure its net worth is in the billions, the trillions, all right? Yeah, Y comes second to X, okay? Y comes second to X. X is in the lead. Y comes second to X, to be honest. Yes, Y is also there, but it's not as famous as X. All right. That is why I think even if you look at Elon Musk, the person who's bought Twitter, you can see now what he renamed Twitter to become. You see, the variable X is something else. All right. Let's look at the second component, the second major part of a expression, of an algebraic expression. So the variable we've spoken about. Yeah, the coefficient, that's fine. So the coefficient, yes. So the coefficient is the number, ne? The number multiplied by the variable. The number multiplied by the variable. I also want to say that sometimes the coefficient, okay, let's just hold it there. The number multiplied by the variable. That's what a coefficient is. It stands next to the variable, the number next to. If it's next to, it means it's multiplied, because remember, what combines a number and a letter is multiplication, you know. Yeah, so the number multiplied by the variable is what we refer to as the coefficient. Then there's the third and last component, the constant. The constant. Okay. So the constant is what? It's the number that doesn't change. Okay, the number that doesn't change. Okay, so right, yes, the number without the variable, that's fine, that's 100%. Okay, nice. All right, I think we've pretty much we've got the basics nice and down there. All right, I'm sure you guys can see that. The basics nice and down there, nice. Okay, yeah, we've got the basics nice and down. Okay, yes. The basics are nice and down. Okay, I think I'm ready to proceed on, because these basics are very important. Okay. So if we had, for instance, let's look at an expression, 4xy plus m minus 4p squared minus 3. Okay. Right. I want to clarify this from the get-go. I want to clarify this from the onset. I don't know what's happening to this. It's like every single time I change my screen, there's a problem. Okay, here we are. If I was to ask this question, what is the constant term? what is the constant term in this expression? What would you guys say the constant term is? You can see the people that know their stuff and the people that have some confusion. Guys, the constant here, okay, you can see this is 4xy, this is positive m, this is negative 4p squared, this is negative 3. The constant term here is not just 3, but it is negative 3. Okay, the sign of that particular constant number must be included. The sign must be included. If you don't include the sign, then it means that you are not identifying the constant in its totality. We need to identify the constant in its totality. Right? Hey, are you ready for my next question? I don't think you guys are ready for the follow-up questions that are coming. Okay. Second question. What is the coefficient of m? What is the coefficient of m? Yes, Sandla. The negative sign goes with the number. So if in our head we're like the constant is 3, we must know that the sign goes with the number. You don't leave the sign behind. Okay. Now I'm asking, what is the coefficient of m? I don't know if people are ready for this one. Okay. I can see the comment section, the answers there. So all of us in one voice have said the answer is 1, and I love it for you. There are people who even specified that it is positive 1. Okay, I want to say that whether you say it's 1 or positive 1, these two things, they mean the same thing. Why? Because if the plus is there and you choose to reveal it that it is there, that means, of course, this is positive 1. When the plus sign is not mentioned, it still is an indication of the plus sign being acknowledged just in its invisible state. Right? The invisible positive. It's like the invisible plus in our lives, the invisible addition, the invisible positivity in our lives. So 1 and positive 1, they mean the same thing. So whether you write 1 or you write plus 1, you are 100% correct. All right? Let's go to number 3. I don't know if you are ready for this question that I'm about to ask. Hey, what is the coefficient of p squared? What is the coefficient of p squared? Don't know if you are ready for this one. The coefficient of p squared. All right, I see the answers flooding in. They are flocking in nicely. I see you. I see your answers. Okay, RG Anwa. I don't know what is happening there, but your answer is making me cringe a little bit. The coefficient of p squared. Here's p squared, guys. The coefficient. What's next to p squared? -4. Hey, I don't know if you guys are ready for this question that I'm about to ask now. Hey, I don't know. Should I even ask it? I don't know if I should even ask it. I think people will just fall off their chairs if I ask this one. Okay, let me ask it anyways. What is the coefficient of x? What is the coefficient of x? What is the coefficient of x? The coefficient of x. Yeah. Okay, I see your answers, and I can see the majority, what they have said. Okay, please take note. Right, please take note. Please take note of what Sabrina said. I've just pinned her comment at the top. Right. Please take note of what Luke's as well said. Okay. Yeah, guys, I want you guys to actually take a bow for Sabrina and Luke's. The coefficient of x is actually 4y. It is not just 4. Now, I'm sure some of you are just going bananas in your head. You are going crazy. You're like, what? Haibo, didn't the definition say that the coefficient is the number multiplied by the variable? You see, guys, this is the thing. We asked a question that's very specific. What is the coefficient of x? So let's go to that term, identify the variable that we are being asked to find the coefficient of. So the coefficient of x, now we need to consider everything that is next to x. The number and the variable. Now you are going to say, but sir, how can you say we are also going to consider the variable? My man, listen to me. The thing is that y is a variable, of course, but it is standing in the place of an unknown number. So if we are being specific and we are saying we want the coefficient of x, then it stands to reason that we must write down the coefficient as 4y, and that is fully the answer, guys. So that's why I'm saying the GOAT of this live at this present moment is Luke's and Sabrina. Luke's and Sabrina. That is why I'm going to take a moment and give Luke's his beautiful applause, and then beautiful applause, because that speaks to a higher level of understanding when it comes to our expressions. Those kids that actually said 4y, that tells you that their level of awareness and seriousness when it comes to this particular topic is on another level. And I want us all to elevate ourselves and be on that level all together, so that we do not get left behind and take things for granted and just think, all right, that no, it's like this. I want to go back a bit and say those, even when I asked at the beginning, what is the constant term? Some people loosely said it's +3. They didn't even think about the sign. For every answer we write here, whether it be the constant, whether it be the coefficient of something, we must always also consider the sign that is before that particular thing that we are talking about. So the constant here is not just 3, it's -3. The coefficient of m, and I love those people that said +1, but +1 also means 1, because 1 is a positive number. What is the coefficient of p squared? I loved it that people just said it's -4, because that is the only thing that is associated with the p squared. It is the coefficient -4. There's nothing else. Had there been another variable, we would have included it. What is the coefficient of x? +4y. Boom. And it is, like I said, those two people who are the GOAT of this live session, all right? Because they were the ones that identified these things, Sabrina and the amazing Is it Sabrina and just Lux? Okay, because they were the ones that identified the coefficient very earlier on. Okay. Are we together, people? Are we together? Are we flowing together? I hope we are. I hope we're all flowing nicely together. And it's nice that we are flowing and we are flowing and we are flowing. I don't know if you are ready for the next question that I'm going to ask. What is the degree of the expression? What is the degree of this expression? Okay, and maybe actually let's hold and pause that question. Let go of that question. Don't even no, it's fine. It's fine. I'm no longer asking that question anymore. Okay? And there's reasons why I'm not. So let's just cancel that question. Let's just cancel. Let's hold it. Hold your horses. Let's hold our horses just a little bit there. Okay. Let's hold our horses there. Okay. So this question I wanted to ask: how many terms are in the expression? How many terms are in this expression? How many terms are there, guys? Okay, we have people that said 4. RG is saying 3. Guys. Okay. Yeah, how many terms are in the expression? We know that it's plus and minus that separates terms. So I'm sure you guys can see. Yes, it's a quadrinomial, definitely. So we're always even calling it out in the name of the terms that we have. So it's 1, there's a plus sign, 2, there's a minus sign, 3, there's a minus sign, 4. So in total there are 4 terms in the expression. So yes, we would say it's a quadrinomial, but remember when they ask how many terms, let's just give the number of terms, right? Yeah, if they were to of course ask you what type of polynomial is this, then you would bust out your best of English and say it's a quadrinomial. Remember, Amon, that here we are talking about this is a polynomial, but the type of polynomial that it is that it's a 4-termed polynomial, which we refer to as a quadrinomial. Okay, so let's just make sure that we don't lose sight of that. All right, what's then? Or what's then? Okay. I told you this was gonna be a marathon. I think I'm gonna have 12 more minutes just on this live, and then let's not do everything all at once. Let's take it one step at a time, just one step at a time. Okay, then guys, there's this thing, like terms. Okay, what are like terms? Like terms are terms that have the same letters or variables, and same exponents. It can't just be the same letters alone. It must also be the same exponents, right? Those are like terms. Like terms have the same letters of the alphabet or variables, and the same exponents. Very important that it must be both the exponent and the letter that is the same for us to say those are like terms. So for instance, 2x and 5x squared, are these like terms, guys? 2x and 5x squared, are these like terms? Okay, I'm glad you guys are saying nope. Because it's very sad, guys, whenever you have people, let's say you have 5x squared plus 2x, okay, and then someone will say the answer is 7x something, you know. All right, because what's the rule? We cannot add or subtract what? Unlike terms. So these are not like terms, but we refer to them as unlike terms, meaning they are not alike. They are not alike because they are variables, even though the variables are the same. But look at the exponent. This is exponent 2. This is exponent 1. Okay, the unseen one, the invisible one. Okay, so because of that, okay, the variables are the same, but the exponents are not. That qualifies them as unlike terms. Can we add or subtract unlike terms? No, we cannot. That's the rule. We cannot add or subtract unlike terms. So if I come to you and I say 5x squared plus 2x, what is the answer? What would you guys say? 5x squared plus 2x is equal to? What's the answer? In the comment section, guys, give me the answer. 5x squared plus 2x will give me? Okay, Amon says it will remain the same. I wonder if that is really true. Sabrina says stay the same. Okay, Sia for Life wrote something which also means basically it stays the same. Luke says it's already simplified. RG, you can't see his comment, I'm just going to approve it now, says there's no answer. Pancake, my goodness, what a name. Plus 2x. Okay, so all of you are 100% spot on. Staying the same, you can't simplify further. We basically write the question as it is. It is 5x squared plus 2x. These are unlike terms. We cannot add or subtract unlike terms. I feel like I'm speaking to those who have too much converted. Remember, Donald, this is not a question that is saying factorize. This is a question that's saying simplify. So you doing this, taking out the x and writing 5x plus 2, you're not doing anything, all right? You're not doing anything by doing that, because this is I want you to add or subtract this 5x squared plus 2x. So what is the answer? Meaning simplify it. So 5x squared plus 2x is already simplified. It is actually 5x squared plus 2x, because we cannot add or subtract unlike terms, all right? So what you've just done there, Donald, is not in any way helping anything. Yeah, it is not simplifying the answer, simplifying for me in any way. So just be very careful about things like that, okay? Anyway, the grade 9s in this live have not yet done factorization, so in their head it's like 5x squared plus 2x. These are unlike terms, we cannot add them. It becomes 5x squared plus 2x. Let's check something else. 9x squared y, 3yx squared. These two terms, okay, like terms or unlike terms? Are these like terms or unlike? Sabrina says like. Sivua says like. Ufani, let me just show her comment, or his comment says unlike. So Fani is the only one that's saying unlike. Fani is saying unlike, and I'd like to know why Fani is saying unlike, and RG as well is saying unlike. RG and Fani are saying unlike. Let's see, let's do this. Let's do this, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. This should be good. These two people need to come here. Come here now, not tomorrow, today. Fanny and RJ said these two are unlike. Now I have a bone to pick with some people. Why? Liema is also saying unlike. Hey. Okay, Liema is also saying unlike. Come here now. Come to my office now. I don't know if some of you go to such schools. Liema, let me just show you. There we go. Unlike. Liema says unlike and RG says unlike. Right, guys. All right, I see these people, they're not coming up. So no, 9x squared y and 3yx squared. Let's see the variables. Is this variable the same as this one? X squared, yes. The variable the same, yes. The exponent the same, yes. Y and y, are the variables the same? Yes. The exponents, are they the same? Yes. So therefore these are like terms, right? I know some people are probably like, they are unlike because they are seeing the order of the letters being different. But guys, what did we learn? Okay, yes. Who's this fire extinguisher guy? Who is this fire extinguisher person that's here? Aluncedo in the comment section, guys, is helping us out, saying that multiplication is commutative. Okay, yes, Mr. Diamond, very true. Okay, multiplication is commutative. So the y and the x squared and the y, the order doesn't matter, guys. Okay, the order, 100%, Aluncedo, you are 100% there. All right, so basically, just because the order is not the same, all right, because some people are saying it because of the order. That's why I'm sure Fani, RG, and Liema said these are unlike terms. It's because they saw the order of the variables and they were like, these are unlike terms, if anything, unless they can say something different. And I'd like them to comment if that's the case, because I would love to actually take them up to task. But guys, what did we say when we looked at the definition? We said like terms have the same letters of variables and same exponents. That's all that matters. The order, the order does nothing, because multiplication, as Aluncedo said, is commutative. What does commute? I said communication. Commutative. Right, sorry guys, look at me writing all sorts of nonsense there. Okay, multiplication is commutative. In other words, the order in which y and x are doesn't matter, because multiplication is commutative. I hope you guys feel this. So important, so good. All right, man, I love this. I love people that just come on here and they add so much value. You know, that's why I was saying that to you guys, that some of you, I can see that the content, man, is so settled in you. It's so good and it's so enriching. I love this. Okay, that's why some of you will, maths will just, you will always partake. You'll partake and partake and partake. What about this one? Like terms or unlike these ones? 5x squared and 6x to the power 4. Like or unlike? Okay, very nice. Pancake is busting out some pancake to begin with. We have that looks there, busting out some sorts. Sia for life as well. We wanted you to explain us with emotions. This one, RG. Unlike. So yes, guys, these are unlike. Why are they unlike? If you were to give an explanation, why did you say unlike? Why are you saying they are unlike? Yeah, Riobona Kalogi, you left, so you're going to have to watch the video, the live session when I post it. Yes, yeah, for life. The thing is with yes, pancake, yes, lesejo, the exponents are not the same. So even though the variables are the same, the exponents are different. That's what makes them unlike. Okay. What about these two? Like or unlike? Okay, you're saying unlike. Why? Why are they unlike? Okay, I love the fact that yes, we are spot on. They are unlike. Why? You guys are 100% correct. They are unlike. Why? They are unlike because the variables aren't the same. You guys. If we are going like this, guys, then twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. That's all I can say. Okay, someone work this out. I want the answer. Okay. Just want to explore a few things here. Let's look at number 1 first. Okay, I just want your answers. Okay, so let's focus first on this one, right? Negative 3x squared times 4x to the power 3y. All right, we back. We back. I want someone to come and help me out here. Anyone who would like to be a guest, let's join in so that we can come and help me out. I'm not going to answer these questions. I'm going to allow someone to answer. Who wants to come up and answer? You can guest request there. I will accept you. You can come up and answer. Anyone who has the power. Me. Okay, I don't know why Revona, but I can't.